To be honest, like because there's so many parts. Like if I decided I wanted to go to Wall Street out of Morehouse, right? There was a very clear path for me to go there, right?
Yeah.
I do these internships. I get recommendations from these professors. I get an opportunity. I just have to show out. For the concert space, it's not clear what to do. You
Mhm.
kind of like have to learn. And people who like to bring people together by nature and don't know how to reform it usually end up becoming like promoters or party promoters, right? Because that's what you're doing. You're still you're taking people out of their day in day out life and you're bringing them to a space where they have a great time for 4 hours. Then they go home and go deal with whatever they got to deal with.
Yeah.
Um, for us to try to like take that and then like how do we elevate this to the next level? um we kind of we had to create a blueprint, and which is why it was great to work under Center Stage and the Loft and the Masquerade, and we started consulting for them. And then they introduced us to Jay Carter, and we interned under Jay Carter for a couple of years. So we started learning how these pieces work, and you realize it's a massive amount of departments. Like
Mhm.
like if you're building something from scratch, you literally need, your operations team has to be, people know how to construct the stage. You have to understand how many porta potties you need, how many security you need. Like there's permitting things you have to go through in the city that you have to understand. So you have to have relationships in the city now,
Yeah.
right? It's like, how are you gonna pay for this thing? Well, you need sponsorship, but like, who's gonna teach you sponsorship? So then you have to go and get somebody who understands how to work with brands, and then you really realize sponsorship is really, it's not about the brand; it's really about the person inside the building. So you have to have a relationship with somebody who works there, to be able to for them to vouch for you again, right? So like, it's just like there's a lot of moving parts, and um you have to be able to build a team, and you have to be able to like uh trust other people on your team to also be able to like know what they're doing, because yeah, it's a lot of moving parts, I say. And I think people just see the end result, which is what they're supposed to see,
Yeah.
which is they're just having a blast, and they're having a great time. Like that's, if you feel like that, then we've done all the other components properly.
Mhm.
The only time something's off is if like someone's complaining about something, or there's a bathroom or whatever. That then you're like, all right, there's been a break, there's been a missing link in the chain of command here.